On the front here we still have the stone that has to go around the bottom, all along the front and the side where the garage is, and stone around the pillars. But it didn't come out quite like we wanted it. And we got our gutters put on today. We're Dave and Karen from Watts on Wheels. We travel with our heavy-duty truck Leroy, our 2 Can-Am motorcycles, our DRV Dixie, and our smart car Zippy. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell to be notified when we post a new video. Well, we got the gutters put on. It shows black. Now I'm wondering if that was a wise choice, but with the black trim, I think, in the black roof,
I think
that looks
good.
It does look good, doesn't it? Plus those cedar posts back there, they're going to be wrapped in something that's black or painted black.
Yeah, wrapped in black metal.
Yeah. So let's go around to the front. That's where our concern is. Okay, there's black on white, but we have black trim. So I guess that's okay. That black gutter, there's good. Let's see how the front looks. This is where the biggest concern was and how it was going to look. Oh, I don't think it's bad.
No, it don't look bad. I mean, the only thing that screws up is this thing.
Yeah, well, all that stone's going to be redone. Yeah, I really don't like how that curves around, but I wasn't sure if I was going to like the gutters that runs across the front of the porch here. It just seemed like there was so many pieces of this dark colored stuff on there. But once I saw it in person, it wasn't too bad. So this is the right side of the house, the front, and they've put the stone in. We have issues with it. We like the color, but the bottom portion of that rock is in for some reason. And they made these columns way too high and way too big around. So they're going to have a lot of stuff they're going to have to make a mess and redo. You can see even where the garage area is, the 2 or 3 bottom rows of the stone is tucked in.
Redoing the stone on the face. That looks good.
So they bumped out the lower portions of the skirting brick that was in like an inch or 2, and they shortened up the stone stacks on the front porch. So now they're going to have to kind of redo the gutters there, which I think it won't have as much of a bump out and as high up, so that they'll look better. So our neighbor's got something going on over there. He's gonna be building finally. So our leaf filters are working, but now how do you get all the leaves off there? To get a blower.
Our leaf collectors.
A leaf collectors, there you go. Yes, these gutters have leaf guards on them. Gotta have that out here. And today they're going to be digging a bunch of holes so they can get all these downspouts hooked into tubes. Everything's going to be run underground, so that it's going to all then come out, be pumped out to the land towards the creek up front. So now the stone is, I guess you'd say, more subtle. They're squared up, and it's not that big of a porch to have those huge pillars. And I think this is probably going to be our coffee drinking spot right here. And now you're not looking at these really, you know, super tall hunks of stone on these posts, because there's our pretty view.
Well, you can see how high it used to be.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would have been pretty high. That over there would have been about where on there, Dave? Yeah, that's a lot of stone. Plus the caps.
Plus the cap.
He shortened those up a bit. Here we go, digging holes. Supposed to be running electric to the house, I think today or tomorrow. So there's the front of the house. We've got shed roofs, metal shed roofs going over each of the windows. And then we're going to have the crow's feet, cable trusses on both ends here. Lots of digging going on for all the downspouts. Gotta get the water to run that way. So there's a front porch, guest room. This is the right side of the house, which probably nobody will ever see. But we have a pretty big yard area out here. Got to figure out what to do with this. Our septic field is up past those trees back in there. And that's where the screen porch will be, with the pine ceiling. And let's take a look at the back side here. Wasn't sure if I was going to like the black trim around the windows, but I think maybe it would have been a little too plain, being that we have such a dark roof. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? Some of you may have noticed my knee brace. You may have caught it in some of the drone footage. And you might ask, what happened? Well, you know they say that a good story never starts with a salad. This one doesn't either. Mr. Tito, you know, Mr. Vodka, and pontoon boat at a beach. And I were having a really good time. And then we got into a fight when I decided to get on the pontoon, and Tito won, unfortunately. And when I went to get onto the pontoon, which was, you know, several feet off the ground, my foot slipped and my knee and leg totally buckled up underneath me, hurt my ankle as well, and basically a self-manipulation of my knee. And boy, did it hurt. I had to walk with a cane. It was so painful. And I was doing really good. I was walking the dog a mile or two a day. I had gotten a gel shot in it, which I basically had very little pain unless I was on it for a long time. It was doing great. So now, that happened on Father's Day. So it's been a couple of months. I'm able to walk around now. I've gone through physical therapy. And now I have a brace, which I use when I'm walking a lot or standing a lot, to help keep the bone on bone out a little bit, because there's arthritis and bone on bone in there, and it kind of gives it a slight gap so it doesn't hurt so much. So the knee surgery, probably after we get in the house, we will be taking a 3-month trip out to Quartzsite this year. 2 weeks there, but a month to get there, a month to get back, and thereabouts. So I'm maybe getting my other knee done next spring. So that's the story on that. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below, even if it's just to say hi. Don't forget to subscribe.